Hey, this is Roy Richardson, your friendly neighborhood tech troublemaker, and I'm going to talk to you about Google search. You guys say, well, but I use Google search every day. No, not like this you don't. I'm going to show you some tricks that'll make you a Google ninja, and you want to be this. And watch all the way to the end, because I'm going to have 2 bonuses that you want to see. Trust me, this is awesome. So one of the greatest things about Google search is that you can use an or statement. So I'm looking for this, or I'm looking for this. So here's an example: Star Trek or Star Wars. Hit the enter key and it's going to bring up both. And granted, there's websites talk about the differences or one versus the other, but maybe I'm looking for espresso versus cappuccino. You can also use a pipe command. The little pipe command, it's right above the return key or the enter key. That's where it keeps it. That's where I keep it anyway. Your keyboard may be different, but that pipe command also in programming equals or. Now, the next thing you can do is maybe you don't know the word that's missing. You're missing a word and you can't remember it. And so you put an asterisk there. So Raiders of the asterisk arc? What's that word that goes before arc? I don't remember. So you hit enter and oh, maybe you mean Raiders of the Lost Ark. Oh yeah, that's probably what I mean. Raiders of the Lost Ark. So if you don't know a word, you put a phrase in quotes and put an asterisk for all the places where you don't know the word, and Google will do the rest. Then next, I want to talk about using and. So I showed you or, but you can also use an and. So for example, I want to search for pigs and space. And what I get, pigs in space. But the point being is that it goes off and it finds things where pigs and space are in the same search page. So here you see images of pigs in space. Not pigs in space, but pigs and space. But yes, also pigs in space. But pigs and space. That's the point. You could substitute in any 2 phrases, any 2 words, and do blank and do the search. It's that easy. Now I want to show you, hey, sometimes you want to do a search for a certain topic on a certain website. Why? Well, I'll give you an example. Microsoft search is terrible. The search that's on the Microsoft website is horrible. And so a lot of times to get good information out of Microsoft.com, I will put in my search term and then site : and that website at Microsoft.com in that case. But here is, for example, Star Wars. And so I'm looking for all hits for Star Wars on the New York Times. So as I scroll by, I'll see. And notice every one of these sites are the NewYorkTimes.com. That way, I'm refining my search to make sure it's just a website that I know has that information I'm looking for. You can take this and do the same search on Reddit, and then you'll get a hit for Star Wars in all the threads on Reddit. And this is great if you're looking for it. There you go. That's how you can focus your search and say, I just want to search Reddit. Site : reddit.com. And then next, let's say, for example, you want to search social media. So you can put an @ symbol and the social media site that you want to look at. And so this time I'm looking for pigs in space. And so, believe it or not, there is a Twitter out there for pigs in space. I don't know anything about it. I'm a little scared to touch. It could be great. But I see the Muppets out there, pigs in space. So hey, that's probably okay. Pigs in space on the Muppets on Twitter. Totally makes sense. Totally makes sense. It totally makes sense. Trust me. So let's say I'm looking for a camera and I want to find it at a certain price point. Well, I can go and do a Google search where I am searching for cameras that cost $600. So I can type in cameras and $600 if you're in the US. You could do pound if you're in the UK. Whatever your currency is, if you know the currency designation letter or character, there you go. So then it's going to go find all the cameras that are around $600 for me. Cool. Well, let's say I want a price range. Well, you're in luck. You can do 400 and then ... and then the ending price you want to end with. So $7.99 maybe. And it'll do a range. It will go in 5 cameras in that range of price. Does that blow your mind or what? So sometimes what we're looking for is not what we're wanting to get the results for. Well, what are you talking about? So, for example, Jaguar. I don't want to find stuff about the car. I want to find stuff about the cat the animal, the jaguar. So how can I do that in such a way that I get just results on jaguar? This is how. You can use a minus sign. So jaguar speed minus car. So I don't want to find anything about car. Just give me jaguar speed. And look, I find species spotlight. So it talks about, wow, a jaguar can reach speeds of up to 50 miles per hour. 50 miles per hour. Can you believe that? A jaguar can run that fast? That's pretty cool. If I had not put that minus car in there, I would have gotten information about jaguar car. Next, sometimes you want to find an exact phrase. May the Schwartz be with you. I put it in quotes, so I find the exact phrase. So, hey, it finds it. Now, going back to my example I did earlier, I can backspace here and put an asterisk in, and the asterisk will go and find, oh, could be you meant may the force be with you. Could be you meant may the fourth be with you. So it goes through and gives me possibilities of things that I could be looking for. But originally I knew I wanted may the Schwartz be with you. Also, you can search by hashtags. What? Yeah, you can. I mean, come on. The internet's all about hashtags. You go on Twitter, you click on hashtags, it shows you other entries that have been put out there that have that hashtag. Google uses hashtags as well. Let me show you. So here we go, hashtag Tech Troublemaker. If I do a hashtag Tech Troublemaker, you're going to find, hey, here's Tech Troublemaker's YouTube page, his Facebook page, his Twitter page, his Instagram page. Oh, by the way, Tech Troublemaker has a YouTube channel, a Facebook page, an Instagram page, and a Twitter page. So go and find him out there on social media. Just saying. And then sometimes you want to find an image that's a certain size. So let me show you. Let's say, for example, I want to find pigs, but I want the image size to be 1080 by 1920 because, hey, maybe I'm going to use it as a background. Hit enter, and it will go and find images that are that size. In this case, it's going to go find pictures of pigs that are size 1080 by 1920, which I could use as wallpaper if I wanted, if my screen's big enough. Isn't that cool? It really is. Yes, it really is. And sometimes you want to find things by file type. What? Yeah, say you may want a PDF of something, or you may want an XLS, an Excel spreadsheet. You may want a PowerPoint presentation of something. So you can use file extension in order to find documents with that file extension. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, file type PDF. Now, this is troubling because the Hitchhiker's Guide is one of my favorite books. That's not the troubling part. That's the awesome part. But the sad part is that this is a copyrighted book. So these links are actually taking you to copies of copyrighted material. Now, if that's a gray area for you, you probably may be okay, I don't know. But if you definitely have strong feelings, hey, I can't go look at copyrighted material, well, maybe you don't want to go find this particular item. The other thing that's kind of scary though, is sometimes there are documents, Excel spreadsheets with social security numbers, lots of personally identified information. So the file type is kind of scary because hackers can take the same approach and go find an Excel spreadsheet full of social security numbers. And to me, that's kind of scary. But sometimes this is a really helpful thing. So if I'm looking for a PowerPoint presentation on a topic and I knew I saw one somewhere, then hey, you can do a PPT, and go and find a PPT on that particular item. So that's stuff you can do. I promised you 2 bonuses. Now, bonus number 1. Now, you may not know this, but you probably do. You can go to images.google.com and type in a word, and it will go and find images that match that word. So, hey, it's a logo for golf clubs or the ping command being used. So, hey, that's kind of cool. But did you know that you can search on your own images? So here we are. If I click on the camera icon, I can then upload an image, and it will go and find other images that are similar to that image. You could take a map of the state or the country you live in, and it will go find other images that match that. I can take a Campbell's soup can and search for that, and it will probably bring up Andy Warhol paintings. It's just that simple. It's pretty neat. So also with Google image search, I can take a picture that I found, and I can right click and say, okay, copy image address. This is a narwhal. and I can go to Google Images and I can paste the URL right there and hit search by image, and it will go and take that image and go find, oh, other pictures of narwhals. Is that cool or what? It's just that simple. You will enjoy using that feature because it's cool. It's cool. Second bonus number two is, believe it or not, if you don't want to put a lot of effort into searching, you can go to advanced search. So you go google.com/advanced_search. And here you can type in all the keywords that you're looking for. You can type in words that are exact phrases that have to be in there. And then you can do or statements. You can say don't use any of these words. And this is a way to really refine a search to make sure you find exactly what you're looking for. You can even choose what language your results come back in. So you can go here and say, hey, I would like in Arabic, or hey, I want it in Chinese. Now granted, I can't read either of those two, but if you can, great. That's awesome. So there your options are. You can also say, hey, I only want a search result from the last week, the past month, the past year. So say, for example, you don't want results on non-fungible tokens from 5 years ago. You only want results for non-fungible tokens from this year. You can say this past year, and I can say NFT and hit enter, and it will do search results. And right here, it'll tell me, hey, it's in the past year. And you can also do results and refine this as well. Let's say, hey, I want better. Or you can just clear out all your filters and just have it do a search. It's that simple. That's advanced search. So image search and advanced search, those are my two bonuses. And that's it. If you've learned those things, you are pretty close to being a Google search ninja. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you would, be so kind to hit that subscribe button. Bye. I promised at the end of this video there would be two bonus images. Blah, 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 blah. Okay.